Vanessa did not always live in luxury. There was a time when hunger was her closest companion. She grew up in a small, broken house at the edge of town. When it rained, water dripped from the roof into bowls placed carefully on the floor. Some nights, there was no food. Other nights, just enough to survive. Her mother sold vegetables by the roadside, waking up before dawn and returning home exhausted. Her father had long disappeared. And Vanessa? Vanessa was tired. Tired of watching her mother suffer. Tired of wearing the same clothes. Tired of being invisible. Every day, she walked past wealthy neighborhoods. Big gates, beautiful houses, cars that shined under the sun, women laughing without worry, and every time her chest tightened. "Why not me?" she would whisper. One evening, after a long day, Vanessa sat outside her house, staring into the fading sunset. Her stomach was empty. Her eyes were filled with frustration. Her heart full of desperation. That was when she saw her, an old woman, standing quietly across the road, watching her. The woman's presence was strange. Her clothes were worn, but she stood with confidence. And her eyes, they were sharp, knowing. Vanessa tried to ignore her, but the woman spoke. "You don't belong here." Vanessa looked up, startled. "What do you mean?" The old woman stepped closer. "You are tired of suffering. I can see it in your eyes." Vanessa's heart skipped. "How do you know that?" The woman smiled slowly. "Because I help people like you." Vanessa hesitated, but curiosity and desperation pulled her in. "I can change your life," the old woman said softly. "Money, comfort, power, everything you've ever dreamt of." Vanessa swallowed hard. "But what do I have to do?" The old woman's expression darkened slightly. "Nothing comes without a price." Silence. The wind blew gently. Vanessa remembered the house she lived in, her struggling mother, and the life she hated. Then she turned back. Her voice was quiet, but firm. "I'm ready." That night changed everything. The old woman took Vanessa to a hidden place, far from the eyes of people. There were strange chants, strange rituals, promises whispered in darkness. Vanessa didn't understand everything, but she didn't question it. But there was one rule. "Your beauty is your power," the old woman told her. "Use it wisely." And Vanessa did. Days later, her life began to change. Money came, opportunities appeared, doors opened. She moved into a beautiful apartment, wore expensive clothes, became the kind of woman people admired. She met wealthy men, charmed them, made them fall deeply in love, gained their trust, and then they would disappear. No one could explain it. No one could trace it. At first, Vanessa felt fear, then guilt. But slowly, she became used to it. Her mother was not comfortable with the money she was making, so she spoke to Vanessa. But Vanessa didn't listen. Instead, the money kept coming. The luxury grew, and the world finally treated her like she mattered. Until the day she met Daniel. Daniel was different. He wasn't flashy, he wasn't desperate, he wasn't easy to impress. And that intrigued Vanessa. She approached him the same way she approached others. Charm, beauty, confidence. But Daniel saw something deeper. He treated her with kindness, with respect, with sincerity. For the first time in her life, Vanessa didn't feel like she was acting. She felt real. Days turned into weeks, weeks into months. Daniel spoke about the future, marriage, a peaceful life, a fresh start. And for the first time in her life, Vanessa wanted that. But her past wasn't done with her. One night, her phone rang. The number was familiar. Her heart sank. "Your time is up," the old woman's voice said. "You know what to do." Vanessa's hands trembled. "No, I can't." The voice turned cold. "You don't get to choose anymore." Fear gripped her. She knew what would happen if she refused. Days passed. Vanessa was restless, torn between love and the life she had built. Finally, the day came. She invited Daniel over, prepared everything, her hands shaking, her heart breaking. Daniel arrived, smiling, talking about their future, about how much he loved her. Vanessa couldn't take it anymore. Tears filled her eyes. "I can't do this," she whispered. Daniel frowned. "What do?" Before she could speak, a loud knock hit the door. Then another, harder. The door burst open. Men rushed in, dark, silent, dangerous. Vanessa's worst fear had come. "Time's up," one of them said. Daniel stood in shock. "Vanessa, what is this?" In that moment, Vanessa made a choice. For the first time in her life, she chose someone else over herself. "Run!" she screamed. Daniel hesitated, but then he ran. Vanessa stood in her place, facing the consequences of everything she had done. That night, everything ended. The next day at the police station, more than one person came to report that their loved ones are missing. And then investigation started, and it was linked to Vanessa. The truth came out. The disappearances, the rituals, the lies. Vanessa was arrested. Her beauty couldn't save her. Her money couldn't protect her. Everything she had built collapsed. Even her mother didn't care about her anymore. Years later, in a quiet prison cell, Vanessa sat alone. No luxury, no admiration, no power. Just silence and regret. One day, a visitor came. It was Daniel. He looked at her, not with anger, not with hatred, but with sadness. Vanessa broke down. "I had a chance and I ruined it." Daniel nodded slowly. Sometimes we realize too late. And as he walked away, Vanessa whispered through her tears, "I'm sorry." But this time, there was no one left to save her. Moral lessons. Greed can destroy even the most beautiful life. Every shortcut has consequences, and not everything that glitters is gold. True love and honesty are more valuable than wealth.
If you enjoyed this story, please make sure to follow me and also subscribe to my YouTube channel for more exciting stories.